Some purchased 1000 shares. If somebody is coming directly tomorrow and your friend, ask them to watch this last 1.5 hours before turning up tomorrow. Otherwise, they will be wasting their time. Like Veena, I'm guessing you guys know. If they don't watch last 1.5 hours and they turn up directly tomorrow, it's wasting their own time. Those two boys. I don't know if Arvind will come or not. Because now what I have started after last this from here onwards. I'm sorry, there was an internet issue at my end. See, I will mostly not forget to record or do anything because I'm accustomed to doing all this. If I forget, you guys remind me to start recording. The prices have decreased to 2600. Mr. Ramesh is contemplating, thinking whether to sell the shares, buy more shares, or hold. Now is the question. This all was data given by me. I am just asking a two-line question. In making this decision, in making this of whether to sell, hold, or is the original purchase price of 3,700 relevant? Means should that be considered by Mr. Ramesh? Think for 3 minutes at least. मुंह खोलने के पहले 3 मिनट ले ली. हाँ बोलो. Okay, because there is a loss and all. Correct, ma'am. Ma'am. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yes or no? Yes. हाँ. Yes or no? Just tell me this much. is there to be confused about? What makes you think it should not be considered? Always put yourself in such a position. Do not try to imagine something which does not exist. Most likely your answer may be wrong still. But that does not mean suddenly you will sit in meditation and you will get the answer. Huh? Yes. Quickly wrap it up. You're the only person left. Why? Guesswork. Huh? Why? What's the logic? Means why do you think it should not be considered? Why will I not consider it? Let's say instead of Mr. Ramesh, Gunjan, na? Miss Gunjan purchased 1000 shares of TCS at 3700 per share. Total investment is 37 lakhs. Today, the prices have fell to 2600. The value is 26 lakhs. Will you consider, ma'am, the original cost of investment in deciding whether to sell, buy, or hold? It's a guesswork. It will not work. All of you are wrong. She is correct, but it's a guesswork. It's irrelevant. Surprising to see you wrong because MBA, the first thing they teach is this only. It's a sunk cost. Definitions don't work. Why? Because this was incurred in the past. And no matter what you do, you cannot change your past. This has sentimental value for you. You think it should be considered because you are having a loss. So what? You are forgetting this loss can increase. The price can keep on falling and can become zero as well. Sentiments have no place in finance. Finance is where we take decisions. Accountancy is calculating profit or loss as a result of decisions made in finance. So this is a sunk cost. Of course, if I decide to sell, I will have a loss, but that is an accounting thing. It will not influence my decision. My decision will only be based on future factors. Where do I see future of TCS going? Do I see it doing well? I may buy. If I see it doing bad, I will sell. So ma'am had also said no, it should not be considered. Guesswork, ma'am, or you had a logic for it? Your friend has also said she's in second semester. तब तो guesswork है, फिफ्थ के पहले तो लिखा ही नहीं होता है, तो कैसे पता है? FM is there in fifth semester, na? Fourth. So ma'am, guesswork or you have the logic? Yours was guesswork, ma'am, or you had the logic? Makes sense. Yes. So that is why. That is the sunk cost. I, but it's very difficult again unless you put it in words after I have explained. This is the statement that this is a sunk cost. Decisions are always made based on future factors, not made based on past factors. You may have a profit and you still have to sell because you don't see the future of that company well. So this is what we call as sunk cost. The cost which was incurred in the past, and no matter what you do, you cannot change your past. So that is why it will not be considered in the decision making. The decision is taken purely based on future factors. Of course, you will have a loss today of 11 lakhs if you decide to sell. But that loss is an accounting thing, not a finance thing. Write down. No, it will not be considered. as the original cost of purchase is a sunk cost which is irrelevant slash bracket should be ignored bracket close in decision making full stop. Now, of course, write down the technical definition also. I think now you get it where that word went wrong. Recovered is not a word. Have a break. Very quick one. 10 minutes max because I have to leave everyone by 5:30. So 10 minutes max. Seriously, 10 minutes only. I will start teaching. तो तुम लोग का हम्म। 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 Period of 10 years. Hmm. Hmm? I have not explained the question. Write it down now first. I'll explain it thoroughly. Just note it down quickly. Everybody is done. Ask all your friends to watch the last 1.5, whatever. I think 1 hour because 5:30 I'll wind it up. Ask them to watch it before they turn up. Is it done? On 1st of January 2025, Mr. Shyam took a property on lease for a period of 5 years. The monthly lease rental was agreed at 50,000. Lease is similar as rent, but it's for a very long term. You take or I take generally a rental place to live. But if somebody is opening their establishment, a shop or something, they will not take a rental place. Instead, they will take a lease because you cannot keep on changing your shop every 11 months. Customer is there, goodwill is there, brand name is there. So lease generally locks everything for a long tenure. So on 1st of Jan 2025, Mr. Sham took a property on lease for a period of 5 years. The monthly lease rental was agreed at 50K. The lease was for a period of 10 years. Mr. Sham intended to construct a supermarket at the premises. That was his original intention. On 1st of October 2025, Mr. Sham is thinking whether to sublet. Now, if you are renting a premises, you generally cannot rent it out to somebody else without the landlord and all and all and all and all. That does not apply on lease. Subletting means subrenting only. You have taken it from somebody else. You are giving either the part or the entire property again on lease or rent to somebody else. That is the meaning of sublet or subletting. Clear? You sublet the premises at dollar. Maybe that does not work out. Supermarket. Maybe something, whatever problem. Now my question again, what I'm about to ask. In making this decision, is the lease rent that they have to pay? See, only 10 months have passed. 1st of Jan and decision is being made on 1st of October. Lease rent will be paid for 50 more months. They are asking, should this $50,000 be considered? Yes? No? That's it. Think always for 2, 3 minutes.
Period of 5 years.
Was for a period of 10 years. Where have I mentioned? Oh, okay. I mentioned it here. Thank you. Actually, then so this line was not even required. Delete this line. This line was then line that line was not even relevant. Just strike it off. Yes, I made a mistake. I did not know if I had written any period. That's what happens now when I'm simultaneously created. A plain mistake from my end. Just then now think and quickly answer me. Best case 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Quickly, quickly. Arey, I have to teach. I don't have that much of time. Whatever you could think of, be quick about it. Why? Why do you think so? The subject, the person who's going to do the subject is already paying 35. No, did you understand? Mr. Sham is thinking whether to give it on rent to somebody else. Mr. Sham has to pay 50K. I am asking is the for Mr. Sham in making this decision is the lease rent of 50,000 that he has to pay for 50 more months. 10 months have 9 months have passed. 4.5 years is still remaining. For Mr. Sham, should he consider the 50,000 per month? I did a contract with her that I'll pay you 50,000 per month. I was hoping of doing something. I could not do anything. Today I am thinking I will sublet it to him. I have promised to pay her 5 year 50K per month. He has offered to pay me 35K per month. I am simply asking, should I consider the 50K that I have promised to pay her in making this decision? Yes or no? That is the simplest question. अरे इतना सिंपल तो इंग्लिश लिखा हुआ है. Yes, yes. हाँ? Yes. Why do you think so? Thank you. I don't know how she figured it out. She had common sense. Taught in college, figured it out. Wonderful. This is what we call as committed fixed cost or unavoidable fixed cost. No, it's not relevant. No matter what Mr. Shyam does, whether he sublets this, whether he starts a supermarket, whether he closes it and keeps the door closed only, the 50,000 will continue to go away any month, every month, anyways. I'll give you a simple example. I have stopped traveling. I used to travel a lot for lectures. I've totally stopped traveling. Let's say today an academy calls me and says, tomorrow, do one thing, sir. Tomorrow, leave for Hyderabad for 12 days. I am a person who always stays on rented accommodation till date. टीचर का सैलरी में लग भी नहीं रहा, घर होगा कभी जिंदगी में. So, in whether I decide to go or not, should I consider my rent? Will my landlord care whether I stay in the premises for 0 days, 30 days, 5 days? So why will I consider it here? This is what we call as unavoidable fixed cost or committed fixed cost. The cost that will be incurred in the future but is unavoidable, cannot be avoided, no matter what you do. So it is not to be considered in decision making. I'm not telling my rent will not go. Of course it will go, but that is again an accounting decision. That's a P&L item, expense. Here, I have to decide whether to go or not based on how much I will earn and how much I will spend. You seem lost. It's getting complicated. Stay focused. You are getting very lost. Your mind, you guys cannot allow your mind to get diverted. These are serious concepts. If you imagine you are not understanding, it will make your life more difficult. And first time you all are studying this, most of you. I was 19 when I ended up somehow in CA Inter by passing foundation. Passing CA foundation is the easiest thing on the world. Back then it was even more easy because it was a pure MCQ thing. Maths was also not compulsory. I left my entire math section blank. Did not answer one question also. I still passed because my accounts, law, and economics was pretty good. But it used to take me a lot of time to process all this. Do not get overwhelmed and think one thing at a time only. Understand. And this is all about part 2. Here, the only one chapter affects this. Entire part 2 runs on this relevant and irrelevant cost. Part 2 is core finance. Core finance. Here, too, it's only one chapter. I will again teach this when I start part 2. But entire part 2, at least 70 marks runs on this. And of course, I have not even started teaching. I am just explaining you what is the different kinds of cost. No exam, one example and I am explaining you. So do not overthink and overcomplicate. We are not supposed to know all this. If you are still able to figure it out like she did, it's a wonderful thing. But I don't expect any of you to be able to answer all this. Not at all. It's not possible because these are core finance concepts. She maybe could have still answered. Maybe. But anybody else cannot answer. Not at all. No matter where you have done your BCom from. Unless you have studied CA Inter FM. Listen again. There are two things. One is an expense and one is a decision. You decide to sell a piece of land. You will have profit or loss. But that decision cannot be based on whether you will have a profit or loss. The decision is based on a lot of factors. But that all factors has to be future, not on past. Let's say somebody purchased a land for 50 lakh rupees. Today, the property value in India, it's not possible, but in USA and Europe, it's very common. Because USA is, I think, 4 times the size of India. And the population is only 30 crores, which is equal to the population of Uttar Pradesh. France has a population of 7 crores, little less than population of, I think, if I'm not wrong, Karnataka. So there is lot of land. Of course, supply and demand factors. You are fine, man. Now understand this. You purchased a land for 50 lakh. Now today the value of the land has decreased to 40 lakh. You have to decide whether to sell the land or not. Again, that 50 lakhs should not hold any value to you. You have to decide whether to sell or not based on what do you think will happen in the future. Finance is the art of making decisions. Accountancy calculates profit or loss as a result of the decisions. Both are different. This is finance. In part 1, entire part 1, only this topic runs on finance. That's why I have to spend 2 hours on explaining relevant or irrelevant cost. The entire chapter will only take 3 examples. Best case scenario. That will cover everything, each and everything. But this will take time, I know. Only people who have studied core finance, CA Inter, MBA finance, core, that too core MBA finance, proper, they can only understand all this. बीकॉम तो तुम लोग जाते हो कॉलेज में, क्या करते हो मेरे को नहीं मालूम. मार्क्स भी आ जाता है 85 87, कैसे आता है ये भी नहीं मालूम, बट हो तो सब कुछ सही रहा है. So that land is sunk cost, but this is a committed fixed cost. Because no matter what you do, the money will go. Think about this. This was I informed by me to my students only in the city. That in the first semester, wherever people get admission, they take first that admission. When they are looking for a first semester admission, the first college that offers them admission, they take the admission over there. While taking the admission, the college in first semester, there is no relaxation. You have to pay the entire semester fees plus admission fees when you are taking admission in the first semester. First, few colleges might grant an exemption. Otherwise, your name will not go in the admission roll. Then only you are admitted to the college. While students are then waiting for their dream college. Maybe DU, maybe in the city. Many students do this. They apply at Christ, Delhi University also. Boys to split because all the best colleges in the country are mostly in DU, whether it's SRCC, Shri Ram College of Commerce, or I'm not able to recall most of the names. But most of the best colleges in the country, commerce, are from Delhi. But many students here also do this. Wherever they get admission, they take it first because admission, there is a time period within which you have to get admitted. First semester classes start very early compared to third or fifth because it's always odd even, na? And then they are waiting for that other college. But the moment you finally confirm that you are taking admission, semester fees goes away. Then maybe in the third or fourth roll, you get your name in that college also. And then students think money is already invested and they don't go to that college. Wrong. Because the money already paid to the XYZ college was a sunk cost. The decision should have been taken purely based on learnings, what you expected to learn in that college, your dream versus XYZ college. Because the fees paid to XYZ college was a sunk cost. No matter what you do, you cannot change your past. ये जाओ अपने जूनियर्स जूनियर्स तो आते ही होंगे पूछने शो ऑफ कर लेना नॉलेज का सम कॉस्ट एंड ऑल शो ऑफ ही करोगे आता थोड़ी है कुछ बट अगर अच्छा से शो ऑफ करोगे अच्छा लगेगा दैट या दे विल आल्सो फील आई हैव स्पोकन टू अ लिटिल नॉलेजेबल सीनियर व्हेन यू एक्सप्लेन इन दिस टर्म्स because this is a very reasonable thing sunk cost finance is a thing based purely on logic. Finance has no rules. It's a logic based system. That is why two people reading the same balance sheet arrive at two different conclusions. One decides to buy the share, one decides to sell the shares. Both of them have studied the same theory. Finance is a logic based thing. Second situation, after first semester, you have already paid the fees for first semester. Fine, that's a sunk cost. But you are thinking maybe in your dream college, the future 6 fees, it's pretty high. Or no, this example will not work. Okay, another example. Movie ticket. Generally, I'm assuming you guys go in groups to watch movies. At least when I was your age, when I used to go to watch movies in theaters. Years. Indian movies I don't watch at all. Enough traumatized by Mr. Johar for one lifetime. Not anymore. But people go in groups, and generally one person books the entire ticket. And other Paytm or whatever, Phone Pay or Google Pay. Now let's say 7 tickets are booked. Generally one people backs out. Now, whether you go or you not go, that movie ticket to money will go out because you have already committed. Though you will pay to your friend maybe today, maybe a week later, maybe a month later, but you have already committed. It's an unavoidable fixed cost. The money will be paid in the future. But no matter whether you actually go to the movie or not, that will not influence. So there is a fine line of difference between sunk cost and unavoidable or committed fixed cost. Sunk cost is something which happened in the past. Unavoidable will happen in the future. But no matter what you do, it will get incurred by the same amount. So one is irrelevant because it happened in the past and you cannot change your past. And one is irrelevant because it will happen in the future. But no matter what you do now, it will go out in the exact same amount. So decision whether to go or to movie or not should not be based on this. Is it clear? Write down this. Tomorrow again I will start. No. No. What's the name of this person? Mr. Sham should not consider the lease rent. How much is the lease rent? Of 50,000 per month as it is an unavoidable slash committed fixed cost. Definition I'll dictate tomorrow. It's already 5:26 now. So I should wind it up now. Chalo. Have a good day.